Hi, I'm Joy. Back in October 2021, Hertz announced that they were ordering 100,000 Tesla Model 3, adding to their rental fleet. As a Tesla owner who traveled frequently for work, this was a much welcomed news. You may recall from my earlier videos on this channel that I've had to rent gas cars when going on business trips before, and how comical it was for me to not know how to operate a gas car anymore after driving nothing but a Tesla for a few months. Then when Turo came on the scene, I started renting Tesla through Turo when I went on business trips, and that worked out pretty well, albeit pricier than going through a traditional car rental company. The downside with Turo is because it is like Airbnb for cars, they didn't have pickup locations right at major airports. I had to first Uber to the Tesla owner's location, picking up my rental, and return it to the same place before Ubering back to the airport. Before Hertz added the Model 3 to their fleet, Enterprise Rent-A-Car actually had Tesla Model S in their exotic rental collection. I rented a Model S through my local Enterprise when my car bumper was hit and had to be repaired. While I was glad that Enterprise had the option to rent a Tesla, there wasn't many vehicles available, and rental price was much higher because it was considered an exotic car. My best friend and her family were in town this past weekend. They have a Model X back home. I wondered if they were renting a car while in town, and they told me they rented a Model 3 from Hertz. I was curious about their experience and the rental process, so I did a little research on my own. I'm sharing my findings in this video so you know what to expect when you want to rent a Model 3 from Hertz at the early phase of this new fleet rental program. First of all, my friend told me you cannot find Model 3 straight off of the Hertz main webpage. I can confirm that it is true. When I went to Hertz website as well as their app trying to book a reservation, no Model 3 showed up in the search results, and there's no filter for me to specify that I only wanted to rent an EV. After some digging, I found that on the website, you have to go to Rent an EV option under Rent menu. Then it will show the Model 3 as an option. But as you can see, the Model 3 is already sold out a month from now at the Los Angeles airport location. So I am not sure how many Model 3s they have at this particular location. In the app, I switched the location from LAX to Glendale, a local Hertz location, and Model 3 actually showed up as available to rent. As you can see, the current rental rate for Model 3 is $102 per day if you prepay for it, or $113 per day if you pay later here in the LA area. I scrolled down to see other rental options available and noticed that the Model 3 rental rate is comparable to a small gas SUV rental rate here. I asked my friend what their vehicle pickup experience was like. Was there anyone that explained to them how to operate a Model 3? They said all Hertz did was asking them if they had experience driving a Tesla before and then send them on their way. My friend's feedback was that Hertz assumes when people are renting a Tesla that they already have experience with this car. After my friends signed the paperwork, they simply went to the designated stall and their rental Model 3 was parked right there. The key cards were inside the vehicle. I also asked my friend how Hertz charges them for supercharging, and they told me that Hertz just does a pass-through. So Hertz is billing supercharging costs directly to my friend's credit card on file. Another thing I found out is in addition to basic autopilot, it seems that cars have FSD option available. My friend's daughter told me she saw FSD beta button grayed out on the screen and asked me how to enable it. I told them they would have to work for it using Tesla's safety score system before FSD beta can be unlocked. But it's interesting to hear that the rental Model 3 has preloaded with FSD. I wonder if one day Tesla would allow us to transfer the use of FSD temporarily to a rental vehicle. Wouldn't that be nice? As I mentioned earlier, this is an initial phase of Hertz Tesla rental program. Right now, they are only available at certain airport locations in the United States. Also, the reservation process isn't a slam dunk, as there's no filter to specify an EV rental, and you have to go to another page in order to reserve a Tesla. While the process is not seamless at this time, I am hopeful that as demands rise for these Model 3 rentals, Hertz will fine-tune the entire experience to make it feel like renting any other car. I also hope they will offer Model Y in the future for families. My friend has a family of 5 with 3 teenagers, so the Model 3 is a bit cramped for them on this trip compared to their Model X back home. Oh, a personal tip while renting a Model 3, and I am speaking from personal experience. Do not forget to tap your key card when you walk away from your rental Model 3, so the doors will be locked. Because the rental Model 3 is not linked to your Tesla account on your phone, it does not have auto walk away door lock feature enabled. I've done this a few times when I forgot to lock my rental Model 3 and had to run back, tapping the key card on the pillar. One last tip, if you have never driven a Tesla and would like to rent a Model 3 just to experience it, please make sure you look up the basics on how to operate this car, either from the owner's manual online or refer to the in-car owner's manual, and watch the tutorial videos on screen to get yourself familiarized with this vehicle before driving it off the lot. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the information I have shared, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I will see you next time, and God bless.